Hello class, I am going to read an article by Joe Braun about Zion National Park. Feel free to close your eyes during this reading and really pay attention to the descriptive details. We will be pulling information from this reading later in the lesson. Zion National Park is located in southwestern Utah, close to the Arizona and Nevada borders. This is the edge of the Colorado Plateau, where the lush high country meets the lower dry desert. The number one activity in Zion National Park is sightseeing. Visitors to Zion National Park will be mesmerized by the overwhelming beauty of Zion Canyon, from the deep orange glow of the towering sandstone formations to the delicate beauty of plant life growing out of weeping walls and canyon streams. Zion National Park has plenty of hiking opportunities for hikers of all abilities, from short, family-friendly strolls to long, strenuous hikes to remote viewpoints. The good news for casual hikers is that even the easy trails lead to fabulous scenery, and more seasoned hikers can find several longer and more remote hikes and backpacking routes that can take them away from the crowds and into the backcountry. With stunning scenery everywhere, photography is a very rewarding pastime in the park. Zion National Park is also the Southwest's epicenter for canyoneering, the sport of exploring canyons that requires one to scramble, rappel, swim, and/or climb, often using technical gear. Biking is also popular in Zion National Park. While bicycles are not permitted on most of Zion's trails, a cruise down the Zion Canyon Scenic Drive is a wonderful pastime. Zion National Park is open year-round, with summer and early autumn being the height of the tourist season. Every time of year is a good time to visit Zion, provided you have a good idea of what to expect. March through May mark the start of the spring thaw in Zion, with seasonal waterfalls bursting through dozens of cracks throughout the main canyon. The Virgin River typically starts its grand spring runoff in April, rendering the Zion Narrows dangerously unhikeable until June or July. Mid-June signals the start of summer, and daytime highs commonly reach around 90 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The Zion Narrows are typically open for business by mid-June, but this varies every year due to the amount of snow on the high plateau. Fall is a wonderful time in Zion, and due to the various elevations within the park, you can enjoy a rolling color change for several months. In the higher sections of the park, like Kolob section and the Kolob Terrace, leaves start to turn in September, but in the main canyon, the cottonwoods turn a golden yellow in mid to late October. December through February are the coldest months to visit Zion. The main canyon and Route 9 will be open, but many businesses in Springdale will be closed for the season. The shuttle system will not be running, so you will have a rare opportunity to drive your car down the main canyon. Daily high temperatures in the main canyon can reach roughly 50 degrees Fahrenheit, while nights dip just below freezing. While Zion National Park is by no means one of the largest parks in the national park system, it does have several distinct geographical sections with a lot of diverse and remote territory. The most popular section of the park is the main canyon, known as Zion Canyon. The other sections of Zion National Park are far less popular and require a vehicle, but the scenery rivals the majestic views in the main canyon. The main canyon, or Zion Canyon, is the popular touristy section of Zion National Park that features all the amenities: the Visitor Center, the Zion Human History Museum, the Zion Lodge, and the tourist town of Springdale just to the south of the park. Famous landmarks include the Emerald Pools, Angel's Landing, Weeping Rock, and the Great White Throne. Upper East Canyon. The east section of the park holds the most scenic drive you will ever experience. Route 9 carves a wondrous snaking path through the beautiful Upper East Canyon slick rock formations and drainages, connecting to the main canyon via the amazing Zion Mount Carmel Tunnel. There aren't very many official trails in this section, but there are plenty of random sandstone formations, drainages, and minor peaks to explore and photograph. This area is slick rock heaven. The Upper East Canyon is home to Checkerboard Mesa, one of the more famous Zion formations. Bighorn sheep can often be spotted from the road. Beyond the end of the Zion Canyon Scenic Drive at the Temple of Sinawava, the walls of the main canyon close in to form the famous Zion Narrows, an amazing section of canyon that stretches for over a dozen miles to the north. The North Fork of the Virgin River carves and snakes through the deep sandstone labyrinth with a vast network of remote side canyons and tributaries. Several popular technical canyoneering routes descend through the various tributaries of the Zion Narrows. Kolob Terrace. The Kolob Terrace is a lesser-traveled section of Zion, accessible via the Kolob Terrace Road that heads north from the town of Virgin. The drive through the terrace up to Lava Point offers a good sampling of wondrous views, from Golden Valleys to the majestic North and South Guardian Angels high in the distance. The Kolob Terrace is home to one of the most popular canyons in Zion, the left fork of North Creek, aka the Subway. The Kolob Canyons. Far from the crowds of the main canyon, the Kolob Canyons is the isolated northwestern section of Zion National Park, noted for the deep pink and orange glow of the area's Navajo sandstone formations. It is roughly a 40-mile drive from Springdale to the Kolob Canyons entrance. The lovely Kolob Canyons Road is a great 5-mile scenic drive from the entrance up to a viewpoint of the Finger Canyons. This section of the park is much more remote and subdued than the main canyon, and hiking or backpacking in this area is great. Landmarks include the Double Arch Alcove in Taylor Creek and the large Kolob Arch. The Desert Lowlands. Southwest of Springdale and north of Route 9 is the hottest, driest section of Zion National Park. At a lower elevation than any other part of the park, this section's beauty is more subtle and is pleasant only in the cooler months. But several washes are worthy of exploration up into this lonely area of the park. Beyond Zion National Park proper and south of Rockville, in BLM land, routes to the Eagle Crags formations and Canaan Mountain offer wonderfully isolated hiking and backpacking. Zion National Park is such a breathtaking place, and I hope you all get a chance to visit it one day.
Alright class, thank you so much for listening to that article. Now we are going to make a scene description for a fictional movie. What is a scene description? It is basically the set or setting of the start of a movie. It includes what the audience would see, what they might hear, who is in the camera shot. For our scene description, the setting is Zion National Park, but it is your job to fill in the rest. I have questions on this worksheet that I want you to fill out in complete sentences. A copy of this worksheet is located in the Google Doc with the day's content. You will make a copy and then fill in the answers. Once you are finished with that, please share the document with me so that I can grade it. Thanks guys, and have fun with this!